Hello, mate.
Are we live, Jim?
I think we are. It says here that we're live, so we must be live. How are you, Andrew? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Jim.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, very good. Just, as you know, getting my car serviced here at 3 Point Fairfield Mercedes, which is the gents here are absolutely fantastic. So a big shout out to them.
Big shout out, Michael DeMuzio, Jason Rowe, Khaled Zaytoune, the boys at 3 Point, our preferred dealer. They are wonderful men, and they look after us all the time, which is wonderful. And lots of our clients who preferred there.
That's correct, and their service is exceptional, and we pride ourselves on service, Jim, and we love it when we receive great service, right? So
correct.
Yeah.
So you must be sitting upstairs by the looks of it.
Yes, I'm upstairs. I've got a great little function room actually up here. So we might have to organise something for our clients.
I think we should have a little client event there. Why don't we have why don't we arrange while you're there, Andrew? I think Michael's actually away, but down the coast from what I saw on his Facebook posts. But it might be worth having a chat to the boys. Maybe we host a little event and invite some clients along. That way they can get to look at some of the wonderful vehicles and enjoy some hospitality from the team at 3 Point.
I think that would be a great idea.
It would be good. It would be good, mate.
So anyway, we're back.
Oh, mate, we are back, and I've got to tell you, Andrew, I'm glad you're back, by the way, because you and your family, we started back officially on the 4th, which was Monday a week ago. And of course we saw each other that day, and then on the Tuesday you decided to leave and go up to Brisbane, and then we all know what happened then we all know what happened last Friday morning was that Brisbane went into lockdown, and you were panicking about, well, you weren't really, but your wife was panicking about getting home. But glad to see that you got home, glad to see that you got COVID tested and followed the protocols and stayed home until you got your negative test, and then you were back on deck this week, and you haven't stopped. I think we've hardly seen each other all week. We've all been in the office, but you've been in and out, mate, absolutely flat out, yeah?
It's been a crazy start to the year, and I think we expected it. Look, the end of last year was insane, right? We us as a team recorded our best months ever, and it was great to see our clients were super confident, heading towards the last quarter of the year, and the market responded super well, full of confidence, and just kind of continued. Even during the break, our inquiry level was fantastic. Phone calls, emails didn't stop. Good thing was, appraisals, vendors that were looking to sell in the new year, which is of course now, they were just calling to get some more feedback, getting their homes ready for sale and so forth. And as soon as I got back, phones haven't stopped, and we've been just running around, which is super exciting. It's been fantastic. So it's good.
Look, for months now, we've been talking about the resilience in the market and the underlying demand that, or the pent-up demand that was there. And I've got no doubt in my mind, we've covered it before, but I've got no doubt that, the fact that we seem to have the perfect storm at the moment as far as demand goes, because we've got a very, very low interest rate environment. We've got some great government stimulus that's helping both first home buyers and second home buyers, anybody sub 1 million really. It's helping them with some stamp duty reductions. And that's giving people a little bit more spending power. And just to sort of highlight of just how strong the inquiry and the demand was during, let's call it the downtime, Andrew, let's call it that period between Christmas and New Year. When we opened the doors or the office on the 4th, albeit we're still doing things differently because we haven't got our full crew in the office. We're still working remotely, if you like, with some of the team, because we can only have 10 people maximum in the office, and we know that we've got 25 people here that we need to accommodate, just at Taylor's Lakes, and the same at St Albans and Caroline Springs. But on the 4th, when we opened Monday a week ago, and must have been at around 12 o'clock, 11 or 12 o'clock, one of the guys decided to put a property up for an open for inspection that afternoon at 5 to 5:30. So it had a 5-hour lead-in time of being online with an advertised open house, and 17 groups of people came through that afternoon. you know, I was thinking about it, and you know, I was going to say to them in the middle of the day, why don't you do it Tuesday or Wednesday? Why the hell are you doing it on a Monday when, you know, when people are still, you know, doing what they're doing?
Yeah.
And and thank goodness I didn't say anything, because I would have looked like an idiot, because 17 groups came through, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, you know what it is, Jim, as well, and one thing that we touch on with our clients as well. You know, the apps, you know, Domain, realestate.com.au, their websites are fantastic, because anyone that saves the property, or that did save the property over that Christmas break, they would have got an alert that it was going to be open for inspection. So hence why they would have found out about it. So realistically, if you put it on the same day, they're going to get an alert anyway. So they're going to come, right? So no, it just goes to show that the buyers out there in the marketplace, and we've noticed that only in the last couple of days as well, you know. So you know, we had some terrific numbers. I touched on them last night on the socials.
How many last night?
41 groups through a house in Caroline Springs, and 28 groups the night before a house in Tallers Hill, which 28 groups is massive, right? And 41 groups is probably our biggest open we've ever had. So you know, if you go through a campaign and have 40 groups in the whole, you know, 4-week campaign, you'll be stoked, right? So spot on.
So, you know, so let's talk about that for a moment. It shows that there is really, really strong demand, and typically this time of year, normally in January, you know, January is generally the time where most agents, I suppose, decide, you know what, I've been working hard all year, I deserve some time off, and they go and take a break. You know, reality is the market doesn't take a break. And our clients don't take a break, our buyers don't take a break, and people that need to transact don't take a break. So, you know, we've out in the West, January for us has always been a strong month. It's always been active. Now, fair to say that this year, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what to expect coming into October, November, December. We've spoken about the outcomes of what's happened there. And clearly what's happened is that the momentum has continued. So whilst we've got some lovely properties that were listed late last year and certainly over the last couple of weeks and are hitting the market, you know, we've only put a handful of properties online so far, but there's a truckload that we're going to put on over the next week for 10 days. I think there's about 14 or 15 properties that are going live over the next week. Just pending photography and styling and all the rest of it, and getting ready. The reality is that with the demand that we're experiencing, we certainly need more listings and more property to satisfy the demand. Is that a fair comment, Andy?
Oh, 100%, Jim. Well, when you think about having 40 odd groups go through just one property, we all know only one buyer can buy it. So what happens to the rest of the 39 groups? Now, that was only one night, right? So there's going to be easily 60, 70 groups through that campaign. So definitely the buyer demand, you know, heavily overpowers the listings currently for sale. But that's why we noticed there was a couple of properties that we sold in January that didn't sell in December, right? So we know that there was a lot of properties for sale in December, and a couple of those homes that we didn't sell sold straight away. As soon as we got back from holidays, we had inquiries on the we had inquiries on those properties over the Christmas break. Now, you know, we were away as well. So we got back, as soon as we got back on the 4th of January, literally those properties sold just within days, and with healthy competition as well, like, you know, 2 or 3 offers on those properties. So it just goes to show you that, definitely at the moment there's a lack of listings on the market. And there's obviously vendors on the market right now benefiting from those things as well. So it's good.
So I think the message is that, you know, the demand is there. The prices have been holding up very well, as a matter of fact, and we've reported on them before that a lot of the results surprised all of us. But it just goes to prove that if you market a property correctly, if you present it well and back it up with a good marketing campaign and support that with some really good skilled negotiations, that the results are going to be strong. Now, the other thing I should point out for anybody that was watching the news over the last few weeks, Hillside is safe. The tumbleweeds have all gone. And we don't have tumbleweeds at the back of all the properties anymore. They've all been cleaned up. More importantly, this week, Taylor's Lakes made the news. We had a grass fire at the back there. So Calder Raceway, for anyone that's ever driven up the Calder Highway or the Calder Freeway, you'll notice where all the houses end, and obviously then there's vacant land, and then there's, you know, the old Bob Jane Calder Raceway. So the land at the back there was where the grass fire was, and it did burn the back of the fences of some properties. It was pretty scary, you know. Residents had to get evacuated and move a couple of streets away and all the rest of it. But luckily, all the emergency services acted very quickly and managed to control the grass fire. And you know, safety was the number one priority, and everybody is safe, which is good. So importantly,
yeah, correct.
You know, the area is safe. You can quite comfortably come out and have a look at some properties. But I think the message is, Andrew, that our team is all back. Everybody's working, everybody's active, and we are here. We are available and ready to go, and we can instantly be at your property the minute you call any of the team for an appraisal or for some advice on any of your property needs.
Yeah, definitely, Jim. It's definitely good to be back, you know. So, you know, as everyone knows, we love what we do. So having a holiday with our families is great, but to be honest, work is like a holiday too. So, especially with 2 young kids at home. So,
exactly, mate. Right? Because I hope your wife's watching this.
No, she probably is, but that's all right. I'll hear about it when I get home. So, but no, look, we love it, and it's so good to be back and seeing our clients and whatnot. And yeah, looking forward to a massive 2021. And I think you know, congratulations to our office as well. You know, yesterday I think it was, Jim. You put on a post that once again, back to back, winning the award for, you know, Taylor's Lakes as well, which is a great testament to everyone's hard work and to our client service as well.
Mate, that's what it's all about. And I think you've summed it up perfectly, Andrew. So, you know, folks, we're around, we're here, we're ready to help. Feel free to reach out. Other than that, let's hope. We don't know what 21 is going to bring. We've seen some little outbreaks here and there with COVID. You know, the powers that be seem to be managing things a little bit better now than what they were earlier last year, but hopefully they control any of these little outbreaks, because it's something we're going to have to learn how to deal with. And our new normal is hopefully going to have to be one that we can all keep transacting and keep moving on and doing what we need to do. You know, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we've got kids back at school. We've got people, you know, hopefully being able to get back into their offices in the city and start to revitalise our CBD, you know, the heart of Melbourne. Start to get that active again, and hopefully everybody can move forward, and we can get back to whatever our new normal is going to look like.
Yeah, 100%, Jim. As long as you know, we don't get have any spikes again. Everyone's safety is the most important thing, right? So fingers crossed, it's a great year for everyone, and yeah, we look forward to being back.
Exactly. Stay well, everyone, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Andrew, hope your car's ready soon. I'll see you at the office a bit later.
They're actually waving me at right now, Jim.
That's great.
Great timing. But everyone have a great Friday, and enjoy your weekend. We'll speak to you soon.
Absolutely. See you guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.